The South African Surf Lifesaving Championships is proudly presented by SUNCOAST MARITZ Lifesaving Club and the South African sugar industry. SUNCOAST Pirates Surf Lifesaving Club on Durban's beachfront became a hive of activity this month as the country's top surf lifesaving athletes descended on the region for the 2015 South African Surf Lifesaving Championships. The National sees over 800 athletes from around South Africa competing, and it's tradition for the teams to present themselves in the March On, which this year was officially opened by His Worship the Mayor of Durban, Councillor James Khumalo and Alan Pembroke from Lifesaving South Africa.
There are well over 800 competitors here. This is the cream of South Africa's lifesavers who work so hard patrolling the beaches, and this is the major competition which they look forward to on an annual basis.
Hoek Surf Lifesaving Club come into this year's event as defending champions, but perennial top performers Durban Surf aim to continue their long-standing presence amongst the country's best.
Lifesaving South Africa comprises of two elements. It actually has a community service element and it has a sports element. What you're witnessing here today is the lifesaving sport. In terms of the community development, we have over 4,500 members in the association. These are voluntary lifeguards from the ages of 14 and above who actually patrol the beaches of South Africa to keep the bathing public safe from drowning. And as a voluntary association, obviously we do receive some support from the government, namely SASHA, which is an NGO, as well as National Government Department of Sport and Recreation. This year we've received a lot of support from the South African sugar industry, which really has been great, and we're actually looking forward to having a longer term relationship with them.
The first day got underway in fine style, with Durban delivering some amazing conditions for athletes as they made their way through the heats and onto the first final of the event. Under starters' orders, and they're off. Some great onboard angles as the ladies hit the shore break, and straight away a small lead group emerges. NOTTEN from Hoek coming unstuck momentarily, but she's back on the board quickly and puts some hard strokes in to get back on the pace. Hoek have a history of breeding strong paddlers both in the surf ski and on the board, and the lead group sees two Hoek girls in command right now, heading to the turn cans. Heading back to shore now, and it's NOTTEN and Jodie Cleworth from Hoek in a paddle battle. The strong figure of Cleworth getting the edge on NOTTEN right now, but they've missed the wave, leaving the door open for the second group of Kirsten Flanagan and Samantha Rowe, who will pick up this wave and pull up level with the leaders. It's stroke for stroke now as they move over the shore break hump, a critical time in the race. This could be the deciding factor, and they'll need to keep up this pace all the way through to stay in contention. And it's NOTTEN who slips through, and suddenly it's a one-horse race. NOTTEN from Hoek will run up the beach to claim the first title of the 2015 SA Championships. Superb racing from these ladies, and Hoek showing their strength early on in the competition. And it wouldn't end there for Fish Hoek, having a very strong showing throughout the day on the water, and their golden girl Anna NOTTEN taking the mixed double surf ski race with Jasper Mocker as they look to retain that national title. The competition is not only about good racing, but about like-minded people coming together to celebrate their love for the sport.
Lifesaving, it's anyone's race, and I think it's more relaxed and you have more fun with everyone. It's quite a cool vibe.
And just to have race and have fun and have good competition.
Been pretty great, probably the best SA champs I've been to.
It's great, it's doing something when you know you have a whole team supporting you.
Nearing the end of a glorious day here on Durban's SUNCOAST Pirates Beach as the men's board final gets on the line. Off they go, and immediately a furious pace. And we can see how vital a good start is as we go on board with Brandon Ribbink and another NOTTEN, this time brother Nicholas, who sets the early pace. Ribbink is a past world champion from 1996 and showing the younger lads that experience counts. Out the back now, we see two paddlers emerge from that start ahead. Wade Krieger from Marine, a former Australian Ironman, is rail to rail with Fish Hoek's Nicholas NOTTEN as they round the cans first. Not far back, the bunch is hunting them down with every stroke. Heading back to the beach now, and it looks like the ocean's gone flat for the leaders, as a wave brews out the back for the rest of the field. A wry smile from NOTTEN as he is caught by the chase group on the wave. It's now Van AGTEBURGH, Marine, RYLE, NISBET, Pirates who join the hunt for that gold medal. It's going to come to the run up the beach, and who wants it more? Marine will get 1-2, and it's Van AGTEBURGH. And that's surf lifesaving. One wave can change everything. Amazing racing, and the crowd loving it.
The beginning of the race was good, had a good start, just behind Wade and Nick. Got to the can third. With Luke NISBET as well. Turned the last can coming home, and you knew that it's just get to the wave break as fast as you could, get onto the wave, and if you're in for a shot at the last bit, you know, it's whoever gets across that line first.
What an epic opening day, and the day's senior action would conclude with the crowd favourite, the men's and women's beach flags, and although this event requires speed, a good amount of brawn doesn't hurt either. The men down to the final three as they go under starters' orders. Fired away they go, but a false start will see the final come early for False Bay and Strandfontein. Final run of the day for the men as they're both up and away. Abrams is up very quick, but De Mornay is too strong. He's looked strong all event and will dive into his first gold of the event.
The guys in KZN especially are quite tough. I've been training a lot of the local boys from my side in the Western Cape, but geez, they brought the pace today. It was a nice experience for me, especially. I had a bit of a bad injury off the world, so coming back, I've trained quite hard. So it's nice to get a good taste of some real competition, especially on this side. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was tough. It was good.
As the light faded, the women's final would close off the day, and a very strong presence from Durban Surf in this event with 3 ladies. And in the end, the Durban clubs were just too strong. Winkle lining up with Durban Surf to contest the medals. And up they go, the speed of Mandy MARITZ and Von Bargen, too much here, and they will contest the gold. Final run now for the title, up they come and it's neck and neck, they both dive and it's MARITZ who gets it. MARITZ taking her 9th flags title.
So tough, but yeah, defending my title, I think might be over 9 or something titles. Yeah.
The senior overall ranking sees 3 clubs in the hunt, with Fish Hoek leading Durban Surf and Marine not far back in 3rd. The second day of competition greeted athletes and spectators alike with one of Durban's finest days, and there certainly was an air of excitement around the camp.
Sure, everything's going great. The setup was great.
Just freaking heaven on earth.
Sugar can be enjoyed as part of a healthy diet and balanced lifestyle. This year, the event saw generous support from the sugar industry, who contribute significantly already to the life-saving movement in their support for the host club SUNCOAST Pirates.
As a sugar industry, we are proud to sponsor Lifesaving SA. Our message is that anything to do with a healthy lifestyle, and an event like this promotes healthy lifestyles, we are proud to support it. It does talk about a balanced, healthy lifestyle also, which is sugar in moderation.
It's one of the few carbohydrates that is affordable, easy to store. You don't need a refrigerator. It has a long shelf life. And as the Sugar Association, we are proud that we contribute to the food security of this country.
We got involved in this sponsorship because of the significant contribution that SA Lifesaving is making to society through many activities, but more specifically with regard to skills development and volunteering. The sugar industry also makes a significant contribution to the socio-economic upliftment of many communities, especially in the deep and rural areas of this country. We are on the coast of Durban, and good luck to all the competitors over the next 3 days, and we look forward to this event.
Some great words of support from the sugar industry representatives for our athletes. The morning's action was highlighted by the beach sprint events, and the 8 fastest were on the line for the final heat. In the middle of the track are the favourites, MARITZ from Durban, Corbett, False Bay and Van Heerden, Clifton. They get away cleanly and Warner Doon is away fast with Durban Surf and False Bay. But look to the front of the field, it's all Durban Surf. Clifton and False Bay nose over the line for second and third. But no mistake about the winner, MANDI Maritz, Durban Surf, who takes her second gold on the beach.
I took it a bit easy in the heats, just to save my energy. And then once the final came, I just dropped some gears. Super stoked. That's my goal, to get double gold, and got it this year again, so super stoked, yeah.
Now to the fastest men on the beach, and the world champion RYLE de Mornay, centre of the track, looking very focused. Clean break, the getaway now very quickly. Let's see what happens. RYLE de Mornay showing his early speed. East London down the middle, but RYLE de Mornay, the world champion, storms ahead. Very close for second and third, and what a time! 9.058 for the 90 metres. An exceptional time.
9.058. I was just saying earlier to the guys, it's really lovely that they worked the track and made it quite nice and flat for us, so it's a very even conditions. And I was feeling strong in the heat, so very comfortable. I got a bit of a wake-up call from the guys in KZN. The guys brought some heat, so it was quite nice to push it in that final. I definitely felt like I was back at World Champs again, and very stoked with that time. Very lucky to also get that time. I don't always get that in this comp, so it's very happy with that.
Lifesaving has in recent times had somewhat of a resurgence in the movement, and it's great to see the traditional events still having a place, with the surf boat crews putting on a display for the crowd. Surf Lifesaving is part of the history, fabric and future of South Africa. It represents the lifestyle, values and beliefs of South African culture. With more than 4,500 volunteers around the country, the lifesaving movement plays an integral part in the South African way of life. It protects life, it saves lives, and it promotes healthy lifestyles. Back to the racing now, and the holy grail event for surf lifesaving, the Ironman. Developed in 1964 in Australia by combining the 4 main disciplines of surf lifesaving, this event is a true test of an athlete's fitness, surf sense, and guts. The ladies on the line, and the order will be swimboard, then surf ski. Conditions fairly mild as we head into the high tide, but that can also mean a longer race for athletes. The ladies racing at this year's Nationals has been fierce, and this race would be no different, with a strong start from the marine duo of Carmel Bilson and Samantha Rowe, taking a commanding lead on the first leg. while the rest of the field played catch-up. A small mid-break wave was playing havoc on the athletes, allowing the fishhook duo of Anna NOTTEN and Kirsten Flanagan to close in on the lead too. But Bilson was looking very strong, edging onto a wave and taking back her lead heading into the surf ski. But it wasn't to be Bilson's day, as the fishhook Golden Girl paddled her down and took the lead as she headed for her 4th gold medal of the championships. Disaster almost struck for her, however, rolling her craft in the shore break and nearly giving the race away. But NOTTEN was determined to leave her mark on this event, and she will sprint up the beach for the 2015 Iron Women title. What a day we've had here at the 2015 Surf Lifesaving Nationals. And it would be rounded off in stunning fashion with the men's Ironman. Same order as the ladies as they hit the water for the surf swim leg. Rising star Paul van AGTEBURGH would go out hard early on, but Luke Nisbet wasn't letting him get far as they made their way around the swim cans. A stellar second half of the swim saw Nisbet sneak into the lead and was now putting distance on the rest of the field. But he was being chased down by the marine duo of Van AGTEBURGH and Wade Krieger, both extremely strong on the board. And true to form, a strong middle section in the board would bring the two marine boys back into the race. And with Nisbet now in sight, was starting to make up the distance on the leader. But Nisbet would hold them off and find a small wave to consolidate his lead, and now looked very strong as he entered the surf ski. A brave fight back from Paul van AGTEBURGH, but today will be Luke Nisbet's day. A great swim leg gave him the edge, held on in the board and consolidated in the surf ski. A true champion, and he beams a smile to the crowd. He will take the men's Ironman title, with Paul van AGTEBURGH very happy with that second. He fought tooth and nail for that, but today is Nisbet's day.
I think that turning point was literally at that swim. I mean, he was leading. I went a little bit to the north, and we caught the same wave, and I just seemed to get a little bit more of a push, luckily on that side, and I think that was where the turning point. I mean, he had a great board leg, ski leg. He was right behind on that second wave. I mean, yeah, he's a great competitor. Good up and comer.
By the end of day 2, the senior overall ranking saw Durban Surf clear of Marine by just 2 points, with Fishhook in third, 5 points adrift of the leaders. Day 3 at the 2015 South African Surf Lifesaving Championships, and what a weekend of racing it's been so far. But what does it take to put on an event of this magnitude?
I'm Anton, Chairman of Pirates Surf Lifesaving Club. We're very fortunate with a really fantastic venue, nice amphitheatre type environment where we can enjoy ourselves up here on the banks, in the beer tent, and still have a vista of the whole championships and being able to watch events and so on. Really big event. We've got close to 800 competitors with managers and staff and so on, well over 1,000. So we're catering for probably 2,000, maybe 2,500 people on any one day. So the logistics is really important, and so a lot of hard work goes into making sure that the planning and the preparation is right. We've started this whole process about 6 months ago, making sure all our service providers were in place, and very gratefully we've had a lot of support from a great network, people that are involved in lifesaving and paddling in general, and also a good community that really supports us on a voluntary basis. It's really been great.
Well, certainly a large undertaking, and a stellar job by the host club this year has only been echoed around the event.
It was a good champs. It's been the best champs ever.
I mean, SA Champs is always a fun time to come and compete and be with friends, but it's been really well organised by Pirates.
I'm just really stoked to be here. Day's been going well. Yeah, lack of Durban weather.
So just one day of racing left. Conditions for the final day had jumped up considerably, and a challenging 4 to 6 foot swell was hammering the mid-break, promising to make it very tricky today. The first race up was the men's surf ski title. This event jam-packed with big names: Hank McGregor, Matt Bowman and Jasper Mocker, all World Series powerhouses alongside standouts Wade Krieger and Luke NISBET, both looking strong all event. Under starters orders and a deep water start, Wade Krieger raising his arm in protest, but the race is underway and Krieger, Mocker and McGregor get off to a slow start. But the Durban surf paddler takes an early lead on the left, but that doesn't last long as he's pushed back by the mid-break. Surf Lifesaving is all about opportunities, and Barry LEWIN would take his with both hands. Sneaking out on the right of the break, he would take the race by the scruff of the neck and leads around the cans with Bowman from Marine and Dom NOTTEN from Hoek trailing. Heading back to the shore now, and it's LEWIN, Bowman and NOTTEN all on the same wave. But LEWIN seizes the advantage and powers his way over the front of the shore break. It's almost too close to call, but LEWIN snatches the win from Bowman. Amazing for this young Durbanite, whose father won the very same title at this beach 28 years ago. So both Marine and SUNCOAST Pirates enjoyed a strong start to the day, aiding in their club's effort to challenge for a podium place. Women's surf swim now, and conditions getting trickier by the minute. The mid-break section posing a strong challenge today as the lead group battled their way in some strong current. Out to sea now, and the Marine duo of Carmel Bilson and SASHA NORDEGEN have stretched out a good lead, with MANDI from Durban Surf holding on to the third place alongside Lauren Bilson and Sam Rowe. Marine having a massive go here in the surf swim. Into the wave line, and Bilson and NORDEGEN would find a wave. A superb effort by this young lady, and she claims the gold in the ladies surf swim. A 1-2 for Marine, Durban Surf's MANDI Lewitt's third, and valuable points in the overall title race. With the competition winding down, the men's surf race would hit the water, and this race would literally be anyone's for the taking. Heading back to shore, a good wave would come through for the lead pack, and Paul Bees and Chad Ho are quick to make the most of it. But it's Ho who shows his surf skills today, pushing the way through to the beach to take the men's surf swim title. So after 3 days of epic surf life-saving action, the title race was the closest it's ever been. Starting the day just 2 points behind local rivals Durban Surf and a slender 5 points ahead of defending champions Hoek, the Marine team needed a strong start, and a memorable victory in the senior men's single ski clash by LEWIN gave them just the foundation they were looking for. LEWIN's individual effort on the water was then replicated by clubmates Chad Ho and SASHA NORDEGEN, who won the men's and women's surf swim race. A strong Marine presence in the team's events throughout the day as well, including victories in both the men's and the women's Taplin relay, women's board rescue and the women's single ski relay. And in the end, local club Marine Surf Lifesaving Club clinching a historic first ever senior national title by just 6 points over perennial winners Durban Surf and last year's champions Hoek. Thanks for watching the 2015 South African Surf Lifesaving Championships from Durban. We'll see you next time. The South African Surf Lifesaving Championships is proudly presented by SUNCOAST Pirates Lifesaving Club and the South African Sugar Industry.